In the year 1158, the sun rose over the rolling hills of Calatrava, its golden light filtering through the heavy morning fog. The land was eerily silent, save for the occasional rustle of leaves and the distant call of a bird of prey. The fog clung to the ground, reluctant to lift, shrouding the battlefield in an almost ethereal veil. Warriors on both sides felt a chill run down their spines, not just from the cold, but from the uncertainty that lay ahead. On one side stood the Christian knights of the Kingdom of Castile, their armor glinting faintly in the dim light. At their forefront was Don Ramón, a seasoned warrior with a stoic expression, his eyes scanning the horizon. Known for his strategic mind, Ramón knew that the thick fog could be both an advantage and a curse. Hidden within the mist could be the Moors, led by Emir Al-Mansur, a formidable leader renowned for his cunning and valor. The Moors were well-versed in guerrilla tactics, using the terrain to their advantage. Al-Mansur, his silhouette barely visible through the fog, signaled his troops to hold position. Both leaders understood the stakes of this day. The control of Calatrava could tip the balance of power in the Iberian Peninsula. As the minutes ticked by, the tension was palpable. The air was thick with anticipation, and every rustle or distant noise could be an enemy ready to strike. Then, like a phantom, shadows emerged from the fog, the two armies clashing in a sudden explosion of sound and fury. Swords clanged against shields, and battle cries pierced the air, turning the serene morning into a scene of chaos. Despite the pandemonium, both Ramón and Al-Mansur kept their wits about them, shouting orders and rallying their men. The fog both concealed and revealed. A warrior would appear out of nowhere, deliver a strike, and vanish back into the mist. Hours seemed like minutes as the battle raged on, each side pushing and pulling in the dance of warfare. The fog thickened, mixing with the smoke from the torches and the dust kicked up by the fray. By midday, the sun was a mere suggestion. Behind the veil of mist and smoke, Ramón, bleeding but unbowed, saw an opening. With a rallying cry, he gathered his knights for one final push. They charged forward, cutting through the Moors' ranks with fierce determination. Al-Mansur, seeing the tide turn, ordered a strategic retreat, knowing that to stay would mean unnecessary slaughter. As quickly as it began, the battle ended, with the sound of retreating footsteps fading into the distance. The fog began to lift, revealing the full extent of the battlefield's carnage. Bodies lay strewn across the ground, the once green hills now stained with blood. Don Ramón, standing tall despite the wounds he bore, surveyed the aftermath. Calatrava was won, but the price had been steep. In the end, the fog of war had lifted, but it left behind a grim reminder of the cost of glory. Meanwhile, Al-Mansur regrouped with his remaining forces, already planning the next move. In the relentless struggle for power in the Iberian Peninsula,